There's a place on this planet that holds more treasure than all the gold and diamond mines combined. A place where the brightest ideas, the cures that could save millions, and the most moving works of art lie buried, untouched, never seeing the light of day. No, I'm not talking about a secret fortress or a bank vault. I'm talking about the cemetery. Does that surprise you? Perhaps. But the truth is, the greatest concentration of untapped wealth in the world is right there underground. Unwritten books, unsung songs, unlaunched businesses. And the question that should keep us awake at night isn't whether we're going to die, because that's inevitable. The real question, the one that defines our existence, is, are we going to die full? Full of unrealized potential, silenced dreams, the best of ourselves that we never delivered. That's the real tragedy. Living without emptying ourselves, without becoming everything we were created to be. And this isn't a reflection for the deathbed. It's an urgent wake-up call for today. Because every second that passes, we risk adding our own unclaimed wealth to that vast underground treasure. Think about this. None of you arrived on this planet empty. No, you came loaded. The Creator, in His infinite wisdom, deposited within every human being an incredible measure of potential. You are like a seed, and inside that tiny seed isn't just one tree. No, that's thinking too small. Inside that seed is a tree which bears fruit, and that fruit contains more seeds, and those seeds become more trees, which bear more fruit with more seeds. Do you understand? Inside each of you is an entire forest waiting to be released. You were created in the image and likeness of God, a God of purpose, a God of creation. You are not a cosmic accident. You are not a mistake. You are His masterpiece, designed with a specific intention. That potential you carry within is dormant ability. It's reserved power. It's untapped strength. It's everything you can be, everything you can do, but haven't yet manifested. It's like that log I once saw that someone discarded thinking it was trash, but another man saw the hidden treasure within it, the beautiful sculpture that could emerge from that wood. Many people look at others, or even at themselves, and only see the log, the surface, the ordinary. They don't see the magnificent bird trapped inside, waiting to fly to unimaginable heights. I remember my own older sister. She took care of me, protected me when I was a child. Years later, she works with me. She's my administrative assistant. One day she was reminding me how she cared for me, saving me from dangers. I told her, isn't it amazing? All those nights you held your future boss in your hands and didn't know it. Be careful who you underestimate. You never know the potential residing in the person next to you or even within yourself. But this potential, this seed, needs something to germinate. A seed left on concrete will never become a forest. It needs fertile soil, it needs water, it needs the right conditions to activate. And what is that fertile soil for your potential? It's your purpose. Purpose is the key that unlocks the door to everything you can be. Purpose is the Creator's original intention for your life. It's the reason you were put on this earth. You see, God creates nothing without a reason. Before you were conceived, there was already something finished in God's mind that you were born to begin. That's purpose. And it's crucial to understand this. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. If you don't know what a tool is for, you'll misuse it, break it, or just let it gather dust. The same goes for your life. If you don't know your purpose, you'll abuse your time, your energy, your gifts, and your potential will remain dormant, undeveloped. Discovering your purpose isn't just about finding a job or a career. A job is often what we do to survive. Purpose is what we do to truly live, to make a difference. It's finding that specific problem in the world that you were born to solve. It's identifying that thing you love doing so much, you do it even if you weren't paid, although eventually your well-managed purpose will bring provision. Think about Bill Gates. He said he found something he loved doing more than money, inventing things. His passion was inventing, and what he invented solved problems for millions. That's purpose in action. How do you discover it? It's a journey, not a single event. It requires honest self-exploration. What are your values, your interests, your innate strengths? What are you passionate about? What ignites a fire within you that nothing can extinguish? Pay attention to that passion, that persistent desire. Often, your purpose is wrapped up in what makes you feel most alive. Seek clarity. Ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave? What impact do I want to have? And very importantly, your purpose is almost always connected to serving others. It's not just about you. It's about how you can use what you have to benefit humanity. Remember the story of Joseph. As a young shepherd, he had a dream. He saw his brothers and his father bowing down to him. He saw his end from the beginning. That vision, that understanding of his ultimate purpose gave his life direction and meaning, even through the hardest trials. When you discover your purpose, it gives you a reason to wake up in the morning with energy. It gives you a compass to navigate life's decisions. It gives you a passion that drives you forward, even when things get tough. In fact, knowing your purpose makes you dangerous to the status quo, because you no longer live by the opinions of others, but by the inner conviction of why you are here. And this is the fundamental truth. Purpose is the fertile soil your potential needs. Without purpose, your potential is just a seed on concrete, destined to add to the wealth of the graveyard. Discovering purpose is an internal act of aligning with your original design, not something you wait for someone else to hand you. Now, once you start walking in your purpose, you realize you weren't sent empty-handed. The Creator equipped you with specific tools to fulfill that mission, your unique gifts and talents. These gifts aren't something you learn in school or acquire through experience. They are innate. They were given. That's why they're called gifts. They are part of your original design. And here's a powerful principle you must engrave on your heart. A man's gift makes room for him. It doesn't say you make room for yourself, but that your gift does. When you discover, develop, and activate your gift, it creates a space for you in the world, no matter how crowded it may seem. There will always be a niche, a place, a need that your specific gift can satisfy. But the gift doesn't activate itself. The Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy, I remind you to fan into flame the gift of God which is in you. The gift is within, but it needs to be fanned into flame, stirred up, put into action. This requires conscious effort. It requires discipline, practice, dedication. Look at the great athletes like Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods. Read their stories. They didn't reach the top by chance. They became slaves to their gift. They got up before dawn, practiced for hours, perfected their craft while others slept. They were slaves to their passion, to their gift. If you want to be great, if you want your gift to make room for you, you must be willing to invest the time and effort needed to develop it to excellence. You can't be successful sleeping 8 hours every night. It's that simple. Maybe you say, but I have so many gifts. I don't know which one to use. Don't get confused. Sometimes gifts work together. Other times, there's a primary gift for a specific season of your life. As for wisdom, reflect, experiment. But don't let the multiplicity of gifts paralyze you. Start fanning one into flame. What practical steps can you take? Make a plan. Write down your vision for the coming years. Seek mentors, people who are already where you want to be and can guide you. Surround yourself with people who believe in your vision, not dream killers who only see the negative. Remember, activating your gifts is your personal responsibility. No one can do it for you. And this constant fanning of your gifts is an essential part of living a full life, of ensuring you're delivering everything you carry inside day after day. Of course, the path to fulfilling your purpose and activating your gifts won't be a walk in the park. You'll face obstacles, challenges, moments of doubt, and yes, you will feel fear. Fear is a natural human emotion, especially when pursuing something big, something that truly matters. But listen to me carefully. Courage is not the absence of fear. No, courage is the decision to act despite the fear. In fact, sometimes fear is a sign that you're on the right track, that you're about to do something significant, something that comes from God. Use that fear as fuel for your courage. You can't be brave if you're not afraid first. So when you feel fear, don't retreat. Acknowledge it and then move forward in faith. Another major challenge will be criticism and lack of approval. When you decide to be everything you were born to be, when you start pursuing your vision with passion, often the people who used to support you become uncomfortable. Your closest friends might become a problem because they can no longer control or pigeonhole you. You might feel lonely, but think about the eagle. Eagles fly alone because they fly at altitudes other birds aren't designed for. If you're going to rise above the noise of mediocrity, you must be willing to fly alone sometimes. Don't seek the approval of your family, your community, your friends, if it means compromising the vision God has given you. Trust the vision given to you. When an eagle flies at its altitude, who does it meet there? Other eagles. Surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you to keep flying high. Get used to people not understanding your dream, not approving of it. Loneliness might be the price of success, but it's better to be alone at the top than accompanied in mediocrity. You'll also face the temptation to conform, to give up when things get tough. You'll remember past failures or the limitations others imposed on you. But your past doesn't have to dictate your future. You can use your past as a launching pad, not an anchor. Paul used to say, at one time you walked, but there's always a but now available to you if you decide to change your thinking, renew your mind, and refuse to be defined by who you were, but by who you are destined to be. The most important battle is fought within you. Win the battle against fear, doubt, the need for approval, and the victim mentality, and you'll be well on your way to fulfilling your purpose. Overcoming these internal challenges is fundamental to staying the course and continuing to move towards that goal of leaving nothing undone. And this brings us back to that quiet place, the cemetery. I want you to visualize with me once more why I say it's the richest place on earth. Imagine the libraries filled with books that were never written, the art galleries packed with paintings that were never painted, the concert halls vibrating with music that was never composed, the patents for inventions that were never developed, the multi-million-dollar companies that were never founded, the solutions to world problems that were never shared. All of that is there buried beneath the grass and headstones. Why? Why so much wasted wealth? The answer is painfully, simply fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown, fear of criticism. Also laziness, conformity, the excuse that I'm not good enough or it's not the right time. People who chose the easy path, who hid in the shadows instead of stepping forward and risking shining. People who settled for living in that gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. As a great leader said, "What a waste! What a tragedy!" That's why I issue this challenge to you today. With all the passion in my heart, defy the cemetery. Make a conscious decision right now not to add another cent to its vast wealth. Make the decision to live in such a way that when your time comes, there's nothing left inside you to give. The goal of life is not to die old, it's to die empty. It's to be able to say, as our ultimate example said at the end of his earthly mission, "It is finished. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. I have fought the good fight. I have emptied myself completely. There is nothing left to do." That's the goal. Dying empty means having poured out all your dreams, all your ideas, all your visions, all your books, all your music, all your unique potential for the benefit of your generation and those to come. It's the culmination of a life lived with purpose, using your gifts, overcoming your fears, and giving it all. Living this way, with the intention of dying empty, is intrinsically linked to leaving a significant legacy. A legacy isn't just a statue with your name on it or a mention in a history book. A true legacy is measured by the lasting impact you leave on the lives of others. If everything you achieve dies with you, then in a sense, you have failed, no matter how successful you may seem to have been. True fulfillment comes not from accumulation, but from contribution. It's about serving your gift to the world, feeding your generation with what you carry inside. Think about this. You came into this world loaded, not to keep that treasure for yourself, but to make a deposit into the account of humanity. If you don't deliver what you came to deliver, if you settle for what you've already done, and don't strive to do what you still could do, then you are robbing the next generation. They are supposed to benefit from what you came to leave. Don't be generational thieves. Legacy requires active transfer. It's not enough to be good at what you do. You must invest in others. Teach them what you know. Pass the torch effectively. You must empower the next generation to continue the work, to build on the foundations you laid. That's how your impact endures beyond your own life. That's how the forest within you keeps growing and bearing fruit long after the original seed has completed its cycle. The greatest satisfaction in life comes not from how much you receive, but from how much you give. So, my friends, the question echoes, what are you going to do? Will you continue living an average life, holding back the best of yourself, contributing to the wealth of the cemetery? Or will you make the decision today to live with purpose, to fan your gifts into flame, to face your fears with courage, and to begin deliberately emptying yourself? Time is not your friend if you are sitting on your purpose. The urgency is real. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Don't wait until you have all the resources or all the confidence. Start now where you are with what you have. Take the first step, then take the next. Commit to the process of releasing all the potential God deposited in you. Don't settle for surviving. You were born to make a difference. Don't settle for existing. You were born to leave a legacy. Accept the challenge. Live with intention. Serve with passion. Pour yourself out completely. Leave everything on the playing field of life. Hold nothing back. Finish your race. Fulfill your destiny. Go and die empty. Make your life count.